And you are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Let's see if I can pull up the comments here. WCRV Adventures is in the house. Jim Bertrand is in the house. Camping Therapy. He's got a couple of, or they've got a couple of comments, and so does Jim. So we got comments that probably have to check up. They're saying good evening.
Good evening.
Hi guys, how you doing? We were literally up until about 10 seconds ago relocating on where we're going to do the live because we could not get the right light,
The sun was causing problems.
The sun was causing problems, yes. And unfortunately, when I built the garages that we have here, and we're at Secret RV Base Camp, when I built these garages, I didn't plan on lives and how the light was going to be. So, what is going on, everybody? I'm going to take a seat and see if I can. Whoa, Nellie is in the house. I saw that just before I sat down. Hi, Lucy. How's it going?
She's saying hi to Doreen at Camping Therapy. So Doreen
Nice.
says it's just me by myself. She at Camping Therapy.
Oh, Camping Therapy. Thank you for being here. And yes. Oh my gosh. We are back on the road again. And guess how far we traveled this time, guys? 15 miles. 15 miles. We are going to the southwest. We're going to Area 51. We're going to Valley of Fire State Park. We are going to Las Vegas. We are going to Quartzsite. And we're going to get there 15 miles at a time.
2 years from now?
2 years from now. I'm going to take these glasses off. Maybe I have some hope of reading this. Let me move the camera a little bit closer here. It's easier to move the camera than move us. Like I said, up until about 10 minutes ago or 10 seconds ago, literally, I was trying to figure out where we could pull this off. It's funny, we try to set this up at least an hour ahead of time, which shot, which angle, what we're going to have for background. And sometimes the sun plays on our ideas. Sometimes it's great. And if you've watched some of our Quartzsite lives and some of those lives where we have those epic sunsets.
Yeah. Well, in those, there are several videos, especially in Quartzsite, where we're just talking heads. We're just a black silhouette.
Yeah, we're all black.
The sunset.
But you know what? We're showing you the sunset because that is more important than this ugly mug. So, cheers, by the way. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Yes, glad to have you here. We are. Oh, hold on. I've got Jamaican coffee. It's not Irish coffee. It's Jamaican coffee, because we are all out of Irish whiskey. We are down to our Jamaican rum or Puerto Rican rum or wherever that rum comes from. So, but that's okay. You can still mix it with coffee. I'm here to tell you can. So
Marcy Budden is with us. Hi, Marcy.
Hey, Marcy, how's it going?
So Doreen over at Camping Therapy says we're still in the daylight and I'm fighting to stay awake. It's 9 p.m. there.
Wow,
well,
yeah.
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah,
it's so
thanks
late for you.
Thanks for being. Where are you? What part of the world is that you? It's. I know
somewhere
here.
In Florida, I'm sure.
I don't know.
Could
here,
be the whole East Coast.
Like in the middle of summer, it'll be light sunlight until about 9 p.m.
That's true.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. True. And I used to work for myself, so I made my own hours. And typically in the summer, I was working till about 9 o'clock at night because there was still sunshine out. And as long as the sun shines out, you can still work, as far as I'm concerned. So I was always out there doing it. But
definitely. Jim Bertrand says slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
The turtle was slow, but I think
That's really slow.
even he covered more than 15. No,
Miles.
actually, so tonight we're going to be talking about getting on the road again. We're going to be talking about kind of where we're going, what our paths are, because everything has really changed. I'm happy to say that it's less smoky out, and we aren't choking so bad here.
So
Actually,
much, yeah.
no smoke over the last couple days. There have been rains that have come through, kind of putting out the fire, but
Yay.
we are also tonight talking about our 10 must-haves. And I have to admit, we stole this from Tom and Lori, which we did ask them before we did this. We wanted to check with them and make sure it would be okay. And thank you guys so much. They came up with a great idea. Their last video, if you haven't checked it out, Tom and Lori RV Life, is 10 must-haves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
based on for them what they
yeah,
value.
for them, and everybody
Being
is
full
different.
time.
Everybody is different. Everybody, you know,
exactly.
what they need to go full time. So if you're in the room tonight, if you're out there talking to us, if you're not full time, what would it take for you to go full time? What would be your must haves? We want to see
have
them in the
with you.
yeah, in the comments. If you are full time, what are the things that you love the most that you really couldn't do without? And we're going to go over our list of top tens. It wasn't a challenge or anything from Tom and Lori's video.
No. But it was interesting to hear their version of what they have to have on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
And it got us thinking about it. So.
And I thought, how different would everybody be? You know, there's
everybody's lists.
Everybody's list for going full time or being full time out on the road. You know, there are so many must haves in my mind.
Okay, whoa up for a second.
Okay.
Before these chat goes by.
Okay.
Doreen says she is in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, near Philly, and it's dark at 8.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't sleep well last night, so she's extra tired tonight.
Yeah, and it is still light out here, and the sun has still got a ways to go yet. It is, you know, 6 p.m. here. It generally starts getting dark around 7 o'clock. And the farther you go into winter, the shorter those days. Yeah, so you start looking at 4:30 and it's dark, and that's kind of depressing when you know.
We like the sun.
We like the sun, yeah. So
Burning Up the Roads is with us tonight.
Burning Up the Roads, welcome. I really like your name, by the way. Have they got a YouTube channel? Have you guys got a YouTube channel? Yeah, put it out there.
Jim Bertrand is saying #1 should be ice. Well, for us, he says. #2 is a Keurig, and #3 is happy hour.
Am I that predictable? Are we that predictable? You guys know us way too well, I think.
Howard's here. Hi, Howard.
Hello, Howard. How you doing? Oh my gosh.
Marcia says 9 p.m. and dark here, Eastern Shore of Maryland. Mid-50s right now. Ooh, burr.
Yes.
High today was only 65. Fall is coming, and you guys get beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Fall colors.
Oh yeah. No. We kind of missed out on that last year. We traveled.
We saw a little.
We were over on the East Coast, going up the East Coast, and I apologize, guys, ahead of time if you hear cars going by. Yes, RV Secret Base Camp isn't really all that secret. There's a road. There's
right there.
there's a pretty busy road actually that goes right by us. So.
Burning Up the Roads is Oregon.
Oh,
they said Oregon here.
Nice. Where in Oregon are you at? So, gosh, where was I at? God, reading the comments and hearing the comments. I lose my I have squirrel moments during the lives all the time.
Eugene, hey, you guys are just over the mountain.
Oh yeah, you're just a couple hours away, and hopefully you guys have some relief from the smoke over there.
Clear skies too.
Yeah,
yeah.
We have had some rains go through, and I've been watching. There's really a neat fire map online. It actually has fire sensors with the satellite, So it puts dots from yellow, orange, and red being the worst hot spot. And it really lines out where the fire is on the fire line all the way around. And
the worst parts of
it has been really nice to look at that map in the morning and see those dots kind of disappearing and going down to yellow and going, you know,
no more hot spots.
Yeah, so
thank God for rain.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
So
Jim Bertrand says that Jamaican coffee causes squirrel moments.
yeah, it's this brain causes squirrel moments. I'm telling you. Sometimes I wonder. I know you guys that have come to the lives long enough have probably caught me a few times. I will stop mid sentence and I kind of. What were we talking about again?
Our 10 must-haves.
And this without any assistance from the legal medications that are available in Oregon. So I tell you, I don't need any medications to help me out there.
Some of you know what that's about too.
I said it before. I would love drugs if they were cheaper. I'm too cheap. So, but I'm sure I would love them.
Okay, let's not go there.
I can afford alcohol. All right.
That's the one we can afford.
No, we're actually very good. We behave ourselves. We joke, but
a lot. All right, back to the.
Yeah, what have we got here? What have we got for comments? Anything? Nothing?
Kimball says you were about to start a leaf peeper story, I think.
Leaf peeper.
Leaf peeper story.
We are still trying to name our birds out there, and we're waiting till we have a nice list of names. We have had so many people comment and put forth names for our birds, our new mascots. Yes, and if you haven't seen our banner page, it is on there. We are looking for names for our birds, and in a thank you to whoever comes up with it. We're going to present our top 5 that we like.
Yes.
And we're going to ask you guys to vote on them. And whoever is the winner, whoever gives us those golden names for our birdies, we're going to send you guys a sticker and a t-shirt and a thank you for helping us out picking our names. So if you have any names or any ideas for names, Mickey and Minnie are out. Okay, just
yeah. No.
I think even those names would draw a copyright infringement from Disney. So we probably couldn't do that. Sylvester and Tweety probably out, but no, I'm sure we can come up with some original names that kind of embody the spirit of what we do. We go out and travel. We've heard we've heard coffee creeper so we've had creeper and peeper. We've had lots of those, but there are lots of names out there that kind of embody the nomad, the full-time lifestyle. And if we can just hit that right name, that it would be fun to name those birds with you guys, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you've got suggestions for names, put them in the comments below. Put them in the chat box if you're in the room today, and let us know. We are keeping track.
Yes.
Miss Karen is writing the names down.
If you go to last week's live, the list is in the description. And when we're done with this live, I'll do a more current list and put it in this description.
Yeah.
So you can keep track of what's out there, what other people have suggested.
Exactly. So, I like that too. What is that?
Tuber and Twitter.
Tuber and Twitter. I kind of like that, right? Yeah, not bad. I like that. Wes, what you did carry?
Burrow and Bunny is still out there.
Oh, Burrow and Bunny? Not anymore. Marcy Webb's got it.
Well, no, I mean she suggested last week.
Oh, did she? Burrow and Bunny.
It's on the list. Burrow and Bunny.
Yeah. Yes. No, well, I like it.
Doreen said that Burning Up the Rose may not have heard your question, but she does have a channel.
She does have a channel, Burning Up the Roads. I
Burning
really
Up the
like
Roads.
that name. Put your channel. I imagine it's just
I've
Burning Up
seen
the
it
Roads.
out and about.
We
on
will
there,
go
yeah.
by and check out that channel because I like checking out new channels or even old channels. So we get a variety of people in here, and it is fun going and checking out those channels. There are so many channels out there. I just have to thank you guys. Thank you for being here and giving up. If you're giving up your NFL
Football time.
football time, thank you so much. You know.
I started out the day losing on my fantasy football, but it's gotten better over the day, and I might actually win.
And we're not even going to talk about mine.
Oh no.
I have Kirk Cousins for a quarterback, and I've never seen a negative point value
for a quarterback
for on fantasy football. He had negative
now you
points.
have.
He actually took points away for me putting him in the game. So that's enough of that, because I know that not everybody is a football person out there, but we have fun with it. It's mostly family, and it is fun. And
my kids.
Yeah.
Jim Bertrand says Tiddly and Wink. We have that on the list too. Yeah.
Yep, we do have Tiddly and Wink. Yep. Do we? Yeah, you've been keeping track of them.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. We used the community connection for the first time, so I put out the list on our community.
Oh yeah, posts. Yeah.
And he responded to that, and so I added it to the list.
And we're still learning how to do that. You know, as I remember when Karen did that, I said, "Do you put a picture on it?" And it's like,
no, I already posted it.
I don't know how to put a picture on it. And I'm putting a picture on there. So if it looked a little oddball, it's because, you know,
he's doing one thing, I'm doing another.
Yeah, we're still learning.
It's normal for couples.
Right. She usually wins. I'm just saying. She usually wins. So
Burning Up the Road says, "Thank you. We enjoy meeting people."
No, that is awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So we have Nomad news, just a little bit. There's not a lot out there right now. If you're following Camping with the Kellys, they are down and just put out their video, their last days at Disney World.
Yep.
And those crazy nuts drove all the way across the country in, I think it was 7 days, which is not a feat. I've done it before. I've done it in 4 days.
But why?
But I have to give them credit, not in the full-time life. So we travel 70 miles a day, and it would take us months. It has taken us months to get to Florida. So hats off to them, but it looks like they had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're enjoying it, except for the humidity.
Yep.
Jim Bertrand says he thinks it was Facebook that he put that response on.
No.
Probably. You get bouncing between them and you're like,
Yep.
Dale and Sherry, hi guys.
Yeah, Dale and Sherry in the house. We're supposed to meet them, but in south of Lake Tahoe, the forests are still closed down there. I guess they're supposed to, what is today, the 20th? It's supposed to expire tomorrow. So the national forest, some of the national foresters, there's not a lot of information. It might open up. We are kind of heading down that way and possibly meeting up and with my brother and his wife. I don't know. We are going to try to meet up. Well, we are going to meet up with Tom and Lori. Tom and Lori aren't in the house, but I'm going to put it out there right now. We're heading towards Reno to see you guys. If you're not going to be in Reno when we get there, I'm going to be upset.
They're planning on getting started on their traveling.
Yeah, they're heading for Bakersfield.
We don't miss each other, but
if we miss each other, at least say so when we get to Winnemucca. Then we can just go straight south from there. I don't know. But, no, looking forward to seeing those guys. Next exit is over on the coast. They have been having a blast over there on the coast with some clear air. Bob and Pearl, it sounds like they're going to be hitting the road soon. And we've been kind of talking about the meetup in Quartzsite. And if you haven't looked up Bob and Pearl, Next Exit on YouTube, They've got all the information on their videos there, and just send an email to Bob and let him know that you'd like to attend if you want to be there in Quartzsite with us. That will be January. Do you remember the dates? 14th?
19th through the 24th.
19th through the 24th. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't know how many RVs are going to be there, if they're getting too many and they're going to cut it off. But anybody who just is in the area can come in for the day, come in for the seminars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be camping there. And I think it's getting pretty full as far as who's going to be camping there.
Yeah,
so just to put it out
just
there.
a word of advice for any of the meetups down in Quartzsite. If you plan on being there, you may not be able to be in, I don't know,
the circle,
but Quartzsite is so big and so vast that you found and still participate and still
a lot of different
functions, so
seminars.
We are really looking forward to that. So that's a little tidbit of Nomad news. Motorhome Experiment, Paul and Lorena at Motorhome Experiment. I just saw a community post today. They're having some electrical issues, and I have to tell you, there's nothing worse than electrical issues.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and I gathered from his post today that he has to plug his OBD2 port device, I'm not sure what it is, into his port,
right,
so his coach will run.
Oh, that's not good.
So not sure what's going on there. I hope
a connection problem there.
I hope they are figuring that out. They're a little delayed on videos, and I'm sure his hands are full. So hopefully they get that figured out without too much trouble. So who else is in the news? I guess that's just about it. If you're following the winds, which I like checking in on them, they've been stuck in Fiji 5 months. Guys, when you think it could be bad, or it can be bad where you're at, think about being away from your home. Think about being away.
Your home.
They are stuck in Fiji. Thankfully, it looks like they are with some great people, but 5 months now. And kind of an emotional start to their video from Nikki on their latest video that just came out. I think it was yesterday, might have been today. I can't remember. Yeah, you can tell that they want to get home. They want to get back on their boat. They want to get going again. And hopefully, we'll cross our fingers for them. They'll get there. But yeah, definitely check them out if you're curious and want to see what they are up to. So, and I think that is it for Nomad News.
Imagine Travel says any kayaking spots in Quartzsite. I think that's a requirement to get Marcy to go.
Oh, kayak. Okay.
So wait. No, tell Marcy there's a yacht club.
There is a yacht club, and
that's all you need to know.
I believe you can join the yacht club with just a kayak. Yeah. So
it's a bar and there's no water anywhere.
Did you have to say that?
Oh,
she was coming up until 30 seconds ago.
Now she's not gonna go.
No, there's flowing rivers, and no, probably not. But it is a lot of fun, and I think Quartzsite is our #1 favorite place, and it is because of the people. We just love everybody
getting together, meeting people, boondocking, sunsets. It's all fantastic.
Yep. And we are going to be in Quartzsite. And barring any catastrophes,
Wayne and Carrie,
knock on wood.
Yeah, Wayne and Carrie said they're traveling 2,400 miles to see y'all in Quartzsite.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. That would be amazing.
2 days.
Yeah.
1 day to fly to Mesa, 1 day to drive to Quartzsite.
Okay, not bad.
That's one way to travel.
Yeah, that's not a bad little drive between Mesa and Quartzsite. So there you go. No, if you are out there,
We're looking forward
we are
to it.
looking forward to seeing you. So where was I at? Gosh, that's the problem. I get stopped here and I forget
have
where
to
I was
interrupt.
at.
Because these comments are so funny. They'll tell you in a minute.
They'll tell you. Yeah, remind me where I was at. I don't remember where I was at.
Quartzsite,
Quartzsite. Yeah.
meetups, and people.
Yes.
And the
That.
fun
Oh,
and the
that's it.
sunset.
You know, Quartzsite is one of our favorite
Yeah.
places to be, and it is because of the people. It is fun seeing the big tent, but really getting to see everybody. And we are going to be in Quartzsite. We are shooting, and this is what I wanted to get to. We are shooting to do a full Thanksgiving on solar. And the last 2 years, I've tried and haven't quite made it. We have more solar. We do have a residential fridge, so I don't know how that's going to play in. But we are trying to do a full Thanksgiving dinner on solar only. So solar and batteries. We'll start off the day with full batteries, and with
let the solar take us through the day.
and let's see if the solar can take us through the day. We can get everything cooked. And we're not, I am a traditionalist. I like my turkey. I like my mashed potatoes. The yams, the pie, the bread. I want it all. So
Uh-huh.
I know. Don't.
Well, I got one too, but we love our food.
We do eat well. So, but
Jim and Sue are here with us tonight too.
oh, good to have you.
Batesville, Indiana, watching us and the Seahawks.
Oh, thank you
can watch
so
both.
much. We are humble and honored. Thank you. I know that I do not blame a person for giving up any of their NFL.
Well, no, I mean it's important. You
yeah.
can put it on another TV and kind of watch both.
Yeah, if you can.
Some people can.
Yeah, no, I know some people will come back and watch it later on, and that's okay too. You know, it's still.
Oh yeah.
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 So I don't blame you. So if you can't be here, just put it in the comments below, and definitely give us some bird names and and your
or
input.
Suggestions for our must-haves, our top 10 must-haves.
Oh yes,
Lucky
yes.
Dog says hello.
Yeah, we are almost 30 minutes into.
Well, we better get started.
I know we better get started on our top 10, and it's not an easy top 10, guys. I'm here to tell you we had to write these down. And again, we got this idea from Tom and Lori. Thank you guys so much. I know they can't be with us. They actually told us they weren't going to be here, but they will watch it later on. And
okay, before you start.
Yep.
Jim Bertrand says the smoker for the turkey. Of course.
Yes.
That's a number one.
Yeah. I said solar, but I should have said solar and pellets. But we are going to try to do it without propane and without starting the generator. And if you're familiar with our pellet grill, it does run off of 12 volt. So that is another one that we're hoping that we have done our turkey twice now, 2 years in a row, and it has turned out fantastic. It's
so moist.
Amazing.
On the
pellet yes. So
dang.
Our top 10 list. Should we start at number 1 and just get the obvious out of the way? Let's get the
start at number 1.
And I think for most full timers, anybody that boondocks anyway.
Yeah, for boondocking.
Yeah. Now, if you're not a boondocker, this list won't be the same for you. But our first two are solar and generator, and actually number 1 is our generator. We are still surviving on our generator, and our solar is our backup. That is what kind of carries us through the day. And we still watch all of our TV and our electronics, and we cook, and But yeah, solar and generator. We'll just get that one out of the way, and
That's 1 and 2, yes.
Yeah,
Generator,
that's
solar.
yeah. Um, Number three, third most important is batteries, because really, what good is your generator or your solar
If you can't store it up.
with a good battery bank? And you can be limited by not enough batteries.
Yeah.
If we right now are running 6-volt batteries, if you follow along with the channel, we have gotten rid of the chassis battery altogether.
Mhm.
So our coach actually starts on the house batteries, and I use that space to put 2 extra 6-volt golf cart batteries in. There's actually enough room that we could put 2 more. And if we get more solar, we potentially we might add on another couple of 6-volt batteries and make that a total of 8. Um, but so far, they are flooded cell 6 volts, just generics Duracells from Sam's Club. That's who had the best deal going on. You know me, I'm cheap. All
Yep.
right. I would love to have the Trojans, and I would love to have AGMs,
Right.
but I'm cheap. I have no trouble going ahead and taking care of the batteries. I used to take care of them every 30 days and check the fluid level, the water level in them. Now it's about 60 days, because they're really
They don't drop much.
no, they don't
Yeah.
drop much at all, even with high use. So if you're watching this and you're curious, no, definitely check them every 30 days, and keep those water levels, that fluid level up on those.
Yeah.
That is really important. I'm just saying that with ours and our usage so far, 30 days, we can go 60, and I generally have to add about a half gallon to all 6 batteries, which really isn't that much. And we're talking distilled water, so no problem there. So
Looks like Doreen has to go. She's saying good night, all. Good night, Doreen.
yeah, good night, Doreen. Thank you for being here, and
Yes.
so glad that you could be here.
Jim Bertrand says your AGM batteries are limiting your available use of stored power.
No, that's interesting. I'd be curious to hear
That'd
this.
be a good discussion.
Yeah, I'd be curious to hear the whole discussion on that, and see how that is. I haven't heard that before, but um, with everything there is limitations. And
Yeah.
sorry for the road noise again.
Whoops.
We have motorcycles going by.
Lucy says go lithium.
Go, and there's a lot to be said for lithium.
Well, sure, if you have that kind of money.
Yeah, we don't. Remember the Cheap Birds Club? Yeah,
Yeah, that's why we live there.
yeah, it's kind of way, yeah. No, it is, if you can afford the lithiums and your coach is set up for them, I think it's a good.
With ours, you wouldn't have to just purchase the batteries; you'd have to reset up the whole setup.
Yeah.
So it would be a bigger expense. So
Yeah.
that's part of the reason.
Number 4 on our list. We're only bringing this up because we know and know personally of full timers who have started out or are currently without, and that is an alternate source of transportation, whether it be a motorcycle, whether it be a car,
or a tow car.
Now if you have a travel trailer, if you have a fifth wheel, then obviously you have one. But we do know of couples and full timers that don't have a tow vehicle, and very quickly learn that, we need to have one, because the last thing we want to do is upend the whole camp and head to the grocery store, and we have to use our rig to go there.
Right.
And if you have an emergency, if you're broke down, if you don't have
out on the road somewhere.
Yeah. And it really doesn't matter whether it's a bicycle, a scooter, a moped, a motorcycle. It does not matter.
Tow car.
Having that extra vehicle, that extra mode of transportation, will really, it's almost a must. And for us,
Well, and again, we want to emphasize that this is our
yeah,
importance,
yeah,
levels of importance, our
yeah,
must-haves.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. But we put that information out there just so that you kind of see our reasoning on it and why, we need a tow car with us. God knows we wouldn't want to take that behemoth every time we needed to go to Walmart.
Groceries. We had to pack up
We could
candy
do it,
every
and we
time.
do it.
Ah,
Right, right.
that would suck.
So yeah, an alternate vehicle of one sort or another. Just like I was telling Karen, it wouldn't matter if it was a bicycle.
Right,
You know,
right, to get you somewhere.
yeah, a
Jim
bicycle.
Bertrand says 2 dirt bikes in the Ram.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, we got them.
got 3 modes.
There, right there. You can see them in the
there.
back. Yeah, yeah,
That is right. They are street ready. So.
yeah. So, number 5 on our list, and we're working our way out here, to least important, but more, uh, tools for repairs. Now, this is we add on for us. We add on welder.
The rumors are true.
Yes,
he does carry a welder.
I do
with
have
him.
a welder,
and he's used it over and over again.
I have a welder. I'm not afraid to use it. All right. No, we have used it several times, and we've used it for other people. And yeah, so but is that a must? Probably not. So it comes in handy.
In general.
Tools in general is what we're speaking. And I would have to say on top of that list of tools would be a multi-tester and knowing how to use it. At the very least, a test light, because I use the multi-tester almost on a daily basis. I mean, there's always electrical to check out. If you don't know how to use a multi-tester, just ask somebody. Generally, somebody that knows can show you how to run one relatively quick, and you can get them really cheap. We're talking at Harbor Freight of about $3 or $4 for their cheap little multi-tester. It is an invaluable tool and one that I use on a regular basis, and especially when it comes down to trying to figure out why lights won't work, or
when something like that messes up.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
Lucy would like a sponsorship. They're talking sponsorships for Battleborn, sponsorship for lithium batteries. Lucy would like a sponsorship for some e-bikes.
Oh, some e-bikes would be, yeah, that would be. We
That's
actually,
nice.
all we're asking for is a coffee sponsorship. So
That's true.
right?
That would save us so much money.
And I have to ask you, at this point, we're at number 5. How many people thought that a Keurig was on top of our list? How many, just a raise of hands, how many people thought
all of you.
ice,
and
Keurig were at the top of our list? You know us too well, and I promise we're getting to that. All right, we are working our way up the list.
So Jim Bertrand says, yes, a welder is necessary for the guy that helps everyone else out.
You know what? That I totally agree with that. Not everybody needs to carry a welder, but as long as somebody has a welder
in the park or whatever,
yeah.
Imagine travel, so they have 2 kayaks in the back of their Ram.
Oh, well, I don't know if that constitutes alternate transportation.
Well, the Ram does, but kayaks are
now
toys.
If you're alongside of a river and the town down the road is alongside the river, you could take the kayaks down and take those.
That covers a lot of bases. You got the truck for the
transport,
and you got the kayaks for toys.
Or if you had to go across the lake or something like that,
to get help.
Right, right. So yeah, another list on our list of tools. We've listed obviously we talked about the welder, so forth. Spare parts, and spare parts are never a bad thing. We're talking bulbs, we're talking fuses, we're talking. I have actually water pumps, and none of those are a bad idea. Having some extras, some things.
Tom and Lori talked about spare batteries for all your flashlights,
Yeah,
all that kind of thing.
yeah. If your vehicle runs on a serpentine belt, and that's this single belt that goes all the way around, even if you don't know how to put it on, having it there,
and finding someone
and finding somebody that might stop and help you out, which I would.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you have the serpentine belt, you can put it on. They don't cost that much, and it is just a great idea to have that as a backup. I have one for the coach. We didn't need to replace it when we did the alternator back in Phoenix.
Right.
But
it's looking good.
Yeah, I went ahead and replaced it and put a new one on there, and I saved the old serpentine belt. It is in storage and waiting if we ever need it. So
soon, yeah. So Wayne and Carrie said these are really good items on your list. We made a list before the live because we talked, and you are coming up with things that we didn't have but should have on their top 10.
I like it.
Good. We're bringing up stuff that you didn't think about.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. We'd love to hear what's on your list. If we miss something that you have on your list, put it out there in the comments and let us know what it is, because that's good to share, good knowledge to share with everybody. And it doesn't matter whether you're traveling in a van, in a travel trailer, or a big motorhome. You still, all of these things are at least in part important to the full-time lifestyle. So the list we're giving you is for us. And we are spoiled, because I'm looking over this list when we get to the end, and we are spoiled.
Dave Bertrand says, we know you, Dave. Keurig is your number one. and Wayne and Carrie raised hand for the Keurig in the ice. And some more raised hands in there.
I like it. I like it. Number 6 on our list is water traveling. And we have stressed this before, and
a lot of people will debate this one.
Right, because a lot of people will empty their water tanks and travel without water
for the weight,
because they're afraid of the weight that it causes. And I can respect that. Here's the problem. And it has happened, we have seen it in our personal. We have seen people that have been stuck on the side of the road, have been broke down, have had problems that were unexpected. And one of the first things they ask is, do you have any water that you can share? And I'm here to tell you that, skimp on the water. Maybe leave yourself 20 gallons or 30 gallons.
But have some on board.
But have some water on board when you're traveling, because if there is a breakdown, and it doesn't matter whether, we have AAA or we have, some roadside assistance that can come and get us. You need water. Guys, you need water.
It could take you 2 hours, but it could take you 2 days.
Yeah.
So have some water.
Yeah.
Water is very important.
So we're talking about must-haves. Water is right at the top of the, one of the top of the list.
Ones, yeah. And a lot of people
don't travel without water.
They don't like
Guys,
you, but
I can totally get it. But 50 gallons of water is about 300 pounds. All right. If you only have 25 gallons, you're talking about 150 pounds of water. Guys, if you couldn't put your kid in the back seat and you said, you know what, we don't want to travel with our kid, and You're going to leave them on the side of the road. All right. Would that make sense? All right.
What?
Put your kid in the back seat.
I like that reference.
Right? You wonder where I was going with that, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Right. No, don't travel without water, guys. Really don't.
At least some.
At least some. At least some. Internet and hotspot booster is number 7. Internet, hotspot, booster, cellular,
Yep.
GPS.
They're all in that group. Yep.
Yeah. We use GPS all the time. I can't even tell you when we're out traveling. You don't.
Before we move on to this one, we got to back up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Wayne and Carrie said, water on a travel day. We learned that lesson over Labor Day weekend. We woke up our first morning and the park had a water line break.
Oh my God.
But they hadn't apparently filled their tank. Even in a park, fill your tank and then use their water because you never know when the water might be turned off.
What a great point. You know, that's the first thing we do when we hook up to water. I'm usually the one doing it. Miss Karen is inside, kind of arranging the inside and get it for, ready for our stay being there. But when we first pull into any spot that has a water hookup, one of the first things that I do is I will hook up the water, turn it on, and fill the tank.
Fill the tank.
And I absolutely can relate. I totally understand. And that's exactly why we fill the tank. The very first thing we do when we hook up, because we have had on numerous occasions the water go out in the park and you're done. You're not going to get it until they turn that water back on. There's no more water coming down the pipes. If you haven't filled your water,
then what do you do?
Now what do you do? I don't even
know.
Yeah.
You're
going to be out trying to find water is what you're going to end up trying to do.
Yeah, so. In that case, we just work off of our tank of water. Same with power. If the power goes out, we've got enough, going on that we don't even notice. Right. So if the water went off, we wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. Well, we'd hear the pump.
The pump would go.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the power, and we've had the power go out and not know. Yeah.
But again, fill the tank. And so if anything happens, you have a full tank. You don't have to worry about it.
Right. Right.
Nice point, guys.
Yeah. Good call.
Okay.
Good call.
Back to internet.
Back to internet. Number 7 is internet. Cellular, having cell phones. This is connectivity to the outside world. And not only that, but we use the GPS to find fuel, to find grocery stores, and even to find our way home.
Right. And having a booster on board, that's very important in those places that the signal is very minimal. Because before we leave, we're plotting and planning where we're going, and we're doing a lot of Google searches and looking at Google satellite. What does the area look like?
Yeah.
We do a lot of research on where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact of not knowing where the grocery store is and how to get back home again. You
want to know what it's like to full-time and you don't full-time? Go into your local city where you know where everything is and pretend that you don't know where anything is. And now try to find it. All right. And you're not going to be able.
GPS.
And if you don't have cell phone, if you don't have data, if you don't have GPS, how would you find that?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And that's exactly why it is a must-have on our list, because we use it on a regular basis, because we don't know where everything is when we go to these different places. So
Imagine Travels always has at least a third of a tank of water.
Nice.
Daddy-O! Hey guys.
Hey, good to have you.
Jenny.
Daddy-O 47.
Here. Looking forward to seeing us in Quartzsite.
Oh, looking forward to seeing you guys too.
At Bob and Pearl's rally. Yes.
Yeah. And Daddy-O says, they say we normally carry half to a 3/4 tank of water. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. But whatever you can carry, but don't you know don't travel without water, guys. Really,
Yeah.
you know.
Lucy
Gosh, that
said,
almost should have been number one on our list.
Lucy said paper map.
We have a paper
we
map.
do have them.
And it is back from my
Great big
driving
old
days.
atlas.
It is a great big atlas. I want to tell you, it is a pain in the ass
But
to
it
find
doesn't
things.
tell you where Walmart is.
No, it doesn't show you where Walmart is. It doesn't, it'll show you how to get to the next town. And once you get to the town,
what do you just drive around
for
a while?
Well, you can do what all men don't want to do, and that is ask for directions.
That ain't happening. Well, Lucy would.
Yeah, if you have a husband that won't ask for directions, you can plan on traveling around and around and around. Oh,
I know, right?
Yes.
The modern days.
So yeah, number 7 is internet, GPS, cellular phones,
Yeah.
the things that we've kind of gotten used to. Now, could we get across country without them? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
We could. I could literally get across country with a compass, all right, or probably even without. The sun sets in the west, so
just keep heading away.
Yeah. We've had sailors go across oceans going by stars. All right, I can go by
We're
the sun.
So spoiled these days.
I know.
I swear.
I know. Yep. Number 8 on our list. Number 8. How we doing on time? Boy, we better pick it up. We're going to run out of time here. Number 8
Hi, Shirley.
is LED lights. We are about 90% swapped over in the coach for LED lights.
Yeah.
And you don't have to spend $1 million on LED lights, but we have taken our time, gotten great deals. And I'll tell you, the amount of power that it saves.
Oh, it's huge.
And the more comfort, how much more comfortable is it that you can have lights on? You can have lights on at a whim.
And not worry about how much power is going out.
And not worry about how much power is being coming out. Yeah. So I ever said, you left the light on? Probably only when you were trying to go to sleep.
Probably.
Which
yes,
I would probably do.
Before it was turned over to LEDs.
But
yeah. Now they're all LEDs. Yeah, they're pretty much all LEDs.
Your incandescent and your fluorescent lights are power burners, guys. And there's a reason why you used to yell at the kids. I know I used to do it.
Turn off
those lights, because you're going to kill the batteries. And yeah, LED lights are a very important part of saving your batteries for more important things. We basically, if you ever saw us out when we're boondocking, our coach is lit up. I mean, we really
We've seen others that were dark.
Yeah. And it just, that's our comfort level. And I promise you're going to be more comfortable with some LED lights that allow you to have some lighting. So
9.
Number 8. Number 9. Number 9.
9.
Yeah. For us, and this came.
And again, this is our preferences,
right?
Our must-haves.
Yeah. This came in really good when everything kind of freaked out over the whole coronavirus thing.
The COVID, yeah.
Backup food supply. Guys, we don't run on a weekly basis to the grocery store. We tend to keep enough food on board to support at least a month going down the road for those times when you need toilet paper. What is the matter with everybody? How much toilet paper do you need? Stop buying toilet paper, all right? It's not necessary. You don't need a year's worth of toilet paper.
No, you need food.
Yeah.
Food is more important.
A month's worth of toilet paper will do you. After that, if you don't, you can use sticks, rocks, leaves.
Leaves maybe, but not rocks.
Okay,
Smooth rocks.
the guys can use rocks.
You had to. You could use smooth rocks.
Bark.
No, okay. Off that subject.
You never use bark to wipe your ass? Oh,
no.
I'm here to tell you. You just haven't lived until you've been out hunting, and you're miles away from anything, and all there is a big chunk of bark. You'll use it, all right, and it works. You know. I'm just saying, all right.
Anyways,
TMI. But backup food supply, yeah, you know,
it's important.
When they closed everything down for COVID, and I don't know about you guys, we did kind of just, you know what, we don't want to go to the stores. We don't want to be around that. I want to see how bad this is going to be before we start having to go into stores and so forth. We had the food. We thought we had about 30 days worth. We actually were doing a lot better.
Yeah.
We got to the end of 30 days, and it's like, you know what? We still have a lot of food left in here. Perfect. Is that a
Marcy says a general rule is leaflets 3, let them be.
allergic to poison ivy or poison oak, so I wouldn't have a problem, but Miss Karen might. So
I'm not going there.
Yeah.
Too funny.
I said bark. All right, bark.
I'm not doing bark
If
either.
we're going to leaves, please be careful with the leaves. All right.
Ouch. That's all I have to say. It's ouch.
Right. Oh. All right. Are you ready for number 10?
So Howard said leaflets 3 makes great TP.
It would for me. It probably not for Miss Karen. So
no.
I come from both a mom and a dad who had no problem with poison oak or poison ivy.
My parents would go out to the back of our property and cut back the forest that was trying to get through the fence, and they'd both end up with horrendous rashes. So I'm never ever going there.
My dad was a tree surgeon in Southern California.
Yeah,
he owned his own tree service, and people used to call him to come out and remove poison oak, and he would go out there or poison ivy. He would just walk over there, pick it up, throw it in a bag, and walk out, and they get a bill, and no problem whatsoever.
Dang.
Right. So
that's not me.
Yeah. So no, we kind of knew that early on in life. I have never had poison oak, poison ivy. I'm thankful for that because it looks pretty miserable. But yeah.
Marcy Webb says, "Yeah, well, watch out for the fuzzy bark." And Jim said, "Time to jerry rig a bidet."
Yeah, exactly. Little squirt bottle. Could you use like a little squirt bottle?
More serious. Lucky Dog said that we got our monthly groceries the first week of March before this really hit, and they didn't need to go out of the house at all for those groceries. Lasted until early June.
Wow, good for you guys. That's exactly what you want. And
yeah.
We are still playing the COVID game. We are calling in our orders from Walmart. It is so nice to drive to Walmart and just have them put them in the trunk. When we bring them home, we still spray them down with alcohol before we put them away, and then we still do the hand sanitizer. Yes. Yeah. And that just keeps us from being that close. Now, the funny thing is, we'll still have happy hours, still have people coming over. We're not freaks about having masks and things like that.
Right.
We trust that the people we choose to be around personally know that they're sick and wouldn't be around somebody.
Right.
And we did just meet somebody that had COVID for the first time. For a first person we've met.
Yeah, but
And
clarify.
it was somebody that had it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And recovered from it.
Got over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first person that we actually came across that we met personally that had it. So that was interesting. But no, everybody wasn't totally freaked out. We are at an hour, so we've got number 10 we've got to get
10.
on to. Number 10.
As you all expected.
As you all expected, comfort items. All right.
That would include
Keurig and ice. All right. And that's going to hit our top 10. Miss Karen loves her ice. I can't live without my Keurig, and I will do whatever it takes to have those things. But on top of that, if we had to pick one thing, a mattress. And getting a comfortable
Get rid
mattress.
of the mattress that comes with the RV.
Yeah.
Those newbies out there, buy a good mattress because you want to have good sleep.
Yeah. Sleep is ultimately what you're going to spend the most time doing, full timing, and it is going to provide the most comfort for you. So we rank a mattress and getting away from that RV mattress. I have yet to see one that was comfortable from the factory. They all need to be replaced. Just do it and be comfortable.
And another really important thing for us in particular, because a lot of people say they don't want them, is a washer dryer.
Yeah.
We have a washer dryer unit. I hate laundromats. I'm sorry, I hate them. That's important for us.
Yeah.
Maybe not for some people, but
yeah, this is for us. This is for us. So, and that let's put Keurig and ice above the washer dryer, though.
Really?
Yeah, I'm okay for me.
Okay, fine.
Keurig, and then Karen washer
dryer, and then
ice. All right.
But what else?
The other things that make us comfortable is an automatic generator start that we have on the coach. I did add that on about the first 6 months that we had the coach, and we lived by that. Right now it's on, it's not running, but if it needed to come on, it would come on and just run. So it really makes things comfortable. And the other thing we love is our pellet grill. We've done pizzas.
Green Mountain Grill.
Oh my gosh,
Davy Crockett Green Mountain Grill, and it'll do our turkey this Thanksgiving. We've done, I don't know how many pizzas.
Pizzas are countless. Yeah.
Ribs. Tri-tips.
Chicken.
Steaks. Burgers. Everything.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
If you're a barbecuer, this is really a good investment. Again, though, it is a comfort item.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say, if you don't have the room for that, if you can't put that in, it is not a must-have. It is a must-have for us.
Everybody's comfort items will be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are we doing on comments? You got anything comments?
Lucy said that a washer-dryer unit is something that she wishes they had.
Yeah. That's something. Yeah. We don't blame you. Yeah. We love ours.
Jim Pertran says Cafe and Royale for the birdies.
Oh, I like Cafe and Royale. I like it. Yeah.
Imagine travels. Even for a weekend, we carry enough food for a week or more. We've been snowed in for days before.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We have a no snowflake policy, but that would apply. Yeah.
Right. And that's where I kind of picked up the habit living here, not knowing when you're going to get snowed in, when the power might go out. I've always kept a supply of canned goods, no matter what.
Right.
So, yeah.
So,
everybody have a good night, safe weekend. Bertrand, Jeff, Jim Bertrand is saying, yeah, lots of comments out there.
Yeah, you guys know we're going to wrap it up. We are running almost 5 minutes overtime. So it's kind of an overtime episode. We thank you guys for being here, and hopefully you liked the our full-time must-haves, and hopefully the information put out there helps you. If you're checking it out and you see this video after we've gone live and you want to put it down in the comments below, put it in the comments below. Let us know, and we may revisit this because we are going to be seeing Tom and Lori. Yeah. And they are planning another video on their must-have list.
Yes.
So this is a good topic to have out there, and
yeah, it's different for everyone.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, we hope everybody is being safe out there. Safe travels. We are leaving out of here tomorrow. We are going to be down the road. And
a good 70 miles or so.
Yeah, we have some good plans on where to go and places to see. We'll be putting up those videos over the week. Plus, we've got other videos coming down the pike. So it's going to be a busy week for us between driving and videos and going and seeing. So hopefully we can get it all done.
Jim said we cheated.
We cheated?
Because our lists were groups.
I know. I thought about that, Jim, honestly, and it's like, I thought I would put it out there for discussion and see,
well,
but you were still right. You still
yeah.
called the Keurig and the ice. Yeah, all right. So
exactly.
Yeah. That is going to wrap it up for us, guys. We are way over time. We normally only go an hour. We are just having too much fun, and it was a lot of fun doing this. We appreciate you guys. We hope that you will join us next Sunday, the same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep.
All right.
No bat costumes.
No bat costumes yet.
Yet.
Live life full time. We will see you next time. I don't know where we're going to be, but we'll see. Take care, guys. So great. Enjoyed the top 10 lists. Thank you, Curtis, so much. So glad to have you here.
Hi,
have a great week, everyone. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Man.